We drove 5 hours for this.
Oh, yeah. It's a Yamaha. What more do you want?
Oh, man. Sweeter than a Georgia peach.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Junkyard Digs. Today you join myself, our buddy Jarrett, my buddy Tyler, and this, and a couple other old Yamahas that have been hidden out here literally in the woods near Chetek, Wisconsin. And the reason we are up here in Chetek, Wisconsin in the middle of March is because in literally a few hours they're supposed to get the snowstorm of the century, and we are actively forecast for 18 to 28 inches of snow. So we decided, what better thing than to drive 5 hours and take no snowmobiles with us, and instead grab a couple that have been sitting abandoned for a number of years, see if we can get at least 2 or 3 sleds running, and go snowmobiling for the weekend. Let's get to work and find out.
Is there skis? Oh, that's a good question.
You know, I never thought of that.
I didn't see anything sticking up, but it's been sitting a while, so... Yeah, no, that appears to be no.
Well, good news. It'll be easy to get out of there.
Yeah. He did say hood and tunnel is good.
Jarrett, what the hell are we doing here today?
I don't know.
So, as you can see, we've got a pile of stuff here, and this is where this whole ridiculous idea started. One day we were, drinking beer by the campfire over there, and you mentioned it, or one of us saw it or something. But for a couple years now, we've known of this old Yamaha sitting out in the weeds. And we thought, wow, we should really get that thing going so Jarrett can have a sled and join us for our vintage sled rides, which we had up here in Chetek a couple weeks ago, and it was an absolute blast. Well, it's finally snowed, so we're back. Well, there's a carburetor. That's good.
She moves real good.
I won't worry about that.
Ran when parked, I'm sure.
Does the motor spin?
Don't lowball me, I know what I got.
Hey!
Oh, it sure
hey.
does. It's got a quarter of a cylinder left at least.
There's some good parts in there for sure.
Oh, yeah,
NGK,
definitely.
Being a blue tunnel and engine case cover, that tells us this is a 300, but it's got a like 78, 79, 250 hood on it, which would be a single cylinder 250. That's obviously a 300 twin, which I believe is that motor there. Now this is, if I'm not mistaken, the parts sled?
Part sled.
Let's go see the not so parts sled. Maybe that'll be better. Oh, dude, here we go. Okay.
I never thought about
This just got a lot easier. Pretty much the same Enticer. This appears to, again, be a 300 twin special. And they said there's some... Oh, I see it now. Yes. I heard mention of damage. I would agree.
Must have been racing home from the bar. Who put that tree there?
Gosh darn it.
These 300s are fast. I mean, the 300 does stand for percent of light speed.
Ooh.
Does this one spin? She's clean under here. Oh, yeah, it spins.
Man, that's a whiskey gun now. Holy smokes. Boy, that was a hard hit.
Jarrett, do we know how long this has been sitting? Did he mention it?
I don't know on either one of these. I can ask.
300 days.
That's what the 300 is. Well, sweet. We can definitely get this thing running. I can't help but notice we do have 3 people, though. Are there 2 more sleds sitting around? Oh, perfect.
You're a rumor.
This was so last minute. We got in the Bronco last night at like 8:30. Drove 5 hours. I brought a pliers and some brake clean, and that was it. What do we have? Oh, buddy.
2
Are we going to rip 2-up trail sleds this weekend? Is that what's about to happen? Arctic Cat 580.
Sweet that thing was.
Reverse.
Reverse.
Probably electric start. No key. We'll need that. Oh, it's not a raccoon. It's a cat.
It's okay.
So now that that's over.
Hey, there's an Enticer muffler up there.
Oh, are you serious? Yeah. And a seat. It's all coming together. 580. Is this an EFI sled? Oh, they got the sweet Wisconsin badge on it. This probably is an EFI sled.
This is a nice snowmobile.
It's registered 3 years ago, so...
It'll definitely run.
Alright, let's go see the final one. Ooh, victim number 3. Contestant number 3. Another Pantera. Does it got reverse again?
It does.
Dude, they like their Panteras up here. They do have beautiful trails in this area. Stickered for 21, so she's been sitting a bit longer. A bit older, too. Oh, look at the pivot on that hood. Yeesh.
It's a 440 liquid.
440 liquid, non-exhaust valve, the weirdest carburetor hats I've ever seen. What the hell is that? But, dude, check it out.
Oh!
Leopard
cheetah
prints. Cheetah prints.
Love to see it.
Yeah, I'd rip that. I'd rip that around Wisconsin in 18 inches of snow. What could go wrong?
Nothing.
Boy, this thing is a fancy unit.
You were king shit of fuck mountain driving this thing around back in the day.
Well, I suppose that's enough looking around. We've got approximately 5 hours until the snow starts coming down. Let's get these over to your place and start prepping some sleds to get stuck in a ditch or a field or honestly even the center of a highway. With this amount of snow, anything's an option. Okay, I vote the big Arctic Cat first because we can use this one to pull everything out. It hasn't sat very long. There's a non-zero chance this thing just starts. Now, what little I do know about these, I believe these 580 EFIs have to have a battery, operable battery to run. We'll see what happens.
I don't think it has electric start.
Wow, I really thought for sure this would have electric start. Oh, there's no choke, is there? Run, you
There's a
bastard.
light turning on. A little light there.
You want to blow in it?
Black positive, red negative, or how does that work?
I think the electric part works now. Oh,
Oh, here a pump.
I hear a fuel pump.
Oh yeah.
Holy crap, the fuel pump works. It's got a solenoid.
It does. But so the starters are usually down here, and it's got a Bendix that
Swings
flexible
out.
shaft that goes.
Oh,
to-
yeah. Oh, no. A little bit of fuel pressure issue. There we go. That will run on its own. Yeah, I wondered about that. I had a feeling it was maybe running off residual pressure in the rail. Also, it said 11 grand on the tag. I don't particularly believe that.
Did we put enough juice in the battery to?
Probably not. No way. It's healing. We just easy revival. Hook it to a battery charger.
Fixed it.
All right, let's see. How the hell do you think this works? All right, no idea. Hell yeah! Dirt cheap Pantera success. This may seem honestly too easy to be even entertaining, but there is one other aspect we haven't mentioned. We gave $750 for all these sleds, so that's good. That's a good deal. All right, well that was easy. Let's see how easy this one is. You would think if you put one of these in your garage that you park in all the time, it's probably good, right? We're not goofing around with this one. We're gonna throw a little fuel down it and not have to sit here and pull it for 30 days. That'll do. Let's spin it around and point it at something not important like that tree. Oh, one pull for now. Oh. Holy crap. Thought you had said we had a challenge up here. It's still coming? Yeah. Might need a little carburetor work. Oh, dude. Thing of beauty.
Not a Yamaha, but it should do.
Well, that's good. We were hoping that these two package deal Arctic Cats were in decent shape so that, you know, we would have something to ride worst case scenario. Now we'll get into the meat and potatoes of things, which is that Enticer in the back of the shed. All right, lawnmower's out of the way. Okay, so we have a little update on the history of this, right?
Yeah. Sounds like they took 3 different Enticers, put it together 5 years ago, and crashed it into a tree last year.
Oh, so it really hasn't sat that long at all.
That's what I was told.
So there's a chance it runs.
This gas did smell decent, so.
Well, we can do it the old-fashioned way and just start yanking.
Oh, I hate to see it.
See, this is why we brought Tyler.
He knows things about stuff.
Good gas?
I think you're supposed to do that with a lit cigarette, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, now go light up a cigarette.
Oh,
got an exhaust leak up there.
Just a little one. You can't imagine why.
Yeah. Oh! Got it!
I can go get the gas can, I suppose. Let's do that. Soak her down. She'll run now.
Right on the exhaust.
Get these BR8s back in there. We'll have to throw those away, put BR9s in. And use our custom pliers adapter. There we go. Oh, shit.
Ooh, fire.
Just a little guy.
Yeah.
It should all be burned up now. You
Well,
should
let's keep the gas can away from it, I suppose. Should we push it out, too? So we're not under...
I mean, I suppose, yeah.
I mean,
Hey, we got it. Good job.
is that why you brought him?
Yeah, I don't know why the hell we were trying to start it. Go all the way. Keep going another block. Nice. Come on, girl. Feed the fuel. You want to run. I see fuel moving. Full fuel, you bastard. It's just not getting the fuel off the line for some reason.
It was starting to kind of move up towards the carb.
Just not pumping.
I feel like it's got fuel.
Close. Tyler's made an important discovery. Ain't got no gas in
Ain't
it.
got no gas in it.
Well, let's get gas in it and try it again. That works now. All right, there's a gallon. You think that's enough?
Could be.
Oh, we're pulling fuel.
Come on, girl. New record.
Sound like you're doing 100, but you're going 3.
You should hear it through the trees. It's amazing. I think we're gonna go. Let's hit the trail.
Gonna need earplugs.
That damn thing runs better than either of the Arctic Cats. You can't kill a Yamaha. You can only slow them down for a little bit. All right, let's go get that sumbitch back on the trail where it belongs. Oh yeah, that's the best pile of $750 garbage I've seen in a long time. That looks like some 18-inch, 28-inch powder ripping machines right there. Sure.
Best deal was this one by far.
Yeah, the wrecked one's the best, of course. It's the Yamaha. Well, you know, usually we do fuel lines and all of that shit, but boy, if we couldn't just kind of hammer the belly pan back down and put a new exhaust on it, right? Like this one we found in the shed. Maybe before we dig into all of these, we take a quick break and, you know, have a beer about it. Where'd you get that?
Junkyard Digs merch.
Oh, junkyarddigs.com.
Yeah,
Wow. What is this? Another? That's our motto for this weekend, that's for sure. Yes, all sorts of new banner options on the website, junkyarddigs.com, where you can also find hats, koozies, stickers, shirts, sweatshirts, you name it. All right, we've got 3.5 hours, if I'm any good at math, until the snow falls, so let's get to it. Look at that, hood straightened itself back out. All right, springs are off. Let me snap this guy out of here. Nothing the pliers can't do. Oh, there we go.
There's under some tension in there, if you can believe it.
Oh boy.
I mean,
It's a triangle now. That's fun.
yeah. Look at how fresh that clutch bolt is.
Oh, dude, this thing is
Man.
minty.
Yeah.
We didn't bring a clutch puller, but that's okay, because on these Yamahas, you can just pull the whole assembly off and go rebuild it on the bench and leave the actual part that attaches to the motor on there. I'll pull, you hit.
Oh.
Oh, some bitch get enough rope in it. Good God.
No wonder I hit my elbow.
Yeah, it's got 8
We're
foot of
gonna get it.
recoil rope. Alright, we'll be back, but that should slide off. Well, we got it, but that's not what we were expecting. Oh, now it just falls apart.
Yeah.
We actually got the entire clutch off without a puller.
That's hilarious.
Well, I guess we'll clean everything up.
Yeah.
Grease that seal. You guys have seen us do all of this cleaning of clutches and stuff before. If you haven't, there's actually another video on the channel that's very in-depth that talks about how to go through an Enticer and an Exciter. I'll link them down in the description.
Not supposed to be a mouse nest in there.
What? There is a mouse nest in there. Pay attention to everything. Mice love to get in places. And this works a lot better without, you know, a forest in it. Ooh. Hey, there's a bit of wear in that guy right there. We've talked about this before on the channel, like I mentioned in those other videos, but I never actually come across one with enough wear to show what's wrong. So yeah,
That's why it hit the tree.
Yeah, we got some cleaning to do here.
Weights have so much play, they're eating into the spider.
Yep. Let's show that there. That groove's not supposed to be there. This is a perfect example of a failing clutch. You can fix this. This isn't a junked core, but we could also go out into the woods and grab the other one. There. We could get the hammer out, or we could do this. Nothing like pulling dents with the old body hammer four-wheeler.
Full hand. Back it off, I'll move
Yep.
it.
Body man's secret weapon, the Big Bear 400. Yeah, keep her going. Just flying a little. That just means it's working. Here, let me slide it over a little bit. There you go, try that. There we go.
Just let it spring back a little
Yep.
bit.
Oh,
I mean.
laser straight. What do you want, eggs in your beer?
Alright. Boy, that shows you how far that thing went.
That is a lot.
Yikes.
That was pretty good. I'm happy with that. How's our fitment? Oh, there we go. Shoot, look at that.
That dog will hunt.
Ah, yes. Right where we left it. The part sled. Alright. We need ourselves a clutch. Hey, this has got a good windshield on it, too. Well, no it doesn't. Never mind. Disregard. Holy shit, you know what it does have, though? That's really hard to find?
Oh, it does. Oh,
Does it have
it's got
I've
two
got
of them.
two? What?
Man.
I thought that was the hood vents maybe sitting down in
my. That.
there. Ooh.
It's a different clutch.
Is it?
Yes. The cover's different. I don't know what the guts are. This bolt isn't as nice a shape as the other one.
Is that whole motor just
Yes,
sitting
it
there?
sure is.
Can we just carry it back to the shed?
I think we can.
It's completely unbolted already. Oh, there we go. Let's just take that. Ooh, hey. Chrome. I need one of those.
Rather be homeless than chromeless.
Yeah.
You need another half chrome one?
Yeah, sure. Maybe I can even find two that work. If nothing else, they'll now just match and not work.
Good to go.
Is that hey, a really good wear bar? We're probably gonna need that.
Not broken, not rusty either.
I
So
wish I had skis. Where's all the rest of the parts for this thing? Are they laying in the weeds or something? Oh no shit, they actually are.
oh,
That's
that'll
a
just
straight ski.
that's a Yamaha ski too. We'll just bolt that on in place of one of our. That's a good ski, that guy.
Is there a second one floating over there? Gas to be, right? You gotta find it now because I
Yeah,
got
we're
18 inches of snow coming in like 3 hours. All right, we're back from our parts run. We got a lot of good stuff to finish that sucker. But the motor's still sitting down there, and Tyler and I don't particularly want to carry that like 400 feet. So we thought, hey, you know what? Let's just steal a battery from Jarrett's four-wheeler and put it in this big trail sled and see if this thing is just fixed, and we can get this one out of here and call it done enough.
Look at all the wires we had. We had 6 wires on the ground side.
That's factory, right?
Seems like that's plenty. Holy smokes.
I assume that's an ECM
Yeah.
with a big LED
It's a
light bulb.
flux capacitor, I think.
Oh, it flux. It fucking sucks. Alright, well that should hopefully fix that forever. So let's find out, I suppose. Yeah. That works really good. What do you know? Cool, that one's fixed. Well, let's pull that sucker out of here and get some fresh fuel in it and just call that whole thing good.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Done fixed.
I mean, if it had problems, there's nothing you and I can really do about it. So, it's just going to be the way it is. Good luck.
Rolled off the assembly line, yes?
Oh boy. Down she goes.
Down she goes.
Oh yes. Just like those old Arctic Cat promotional videos. Just about all the passes they went. If I had to guess, that sled spent its whole life hauling a dude and all of his ice fishing gear. Either way, that's one done, ready to go and ready for the snow. 2 hours until the snow starts. Let's get another one ready to rip. I think we can have the Enticer done next. Well, that's entirely different.
Boy, that's different.
What the hell is that thing?
I've never had one of these open. I think this one will clean up when we get it off. I don't think that one's ever going to clean up to run decent.
Yeah, that one's pretty rough. Get something figured out?
I think so.
Tyler's got it unstuck. He's just cleaning everything up with some sandpaper. Because the pitting is really, ooh, yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, it's not ideal. And it still doesn't want to move.
Ah, we can fix that, surely.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I've gone with the ever-important task of painting this spare ski we found in the woods black. Hey, look at that. Don't look at the rest, but just look at that. Our found in the woods ski is all painted up and in place. Looks pretty good. Now I need to fix that ski, which is in really bad shape. How are things doing over here?
Oh, it moves free now, so
Hey,
getting somewhere.
those are weird weight setups in this thing, huh?
Goofy unit,
It's less moving parts, less wear components, I guess.
I suppose.
Only 4 pucks instead of 8 and only 2 rollers. Who knows? I bet it'll work. In other news, Jarrett has wiped down the Pantera, and I have to say, I really like that paint color, and I didn't see that coming. It goes really well with the cheetah print seat.
Ooh, that does look a lot better.
Alright, back to it. Alright, little time's gone by. I got this ski all painted up. Tyler has our clutch back on. Everything's looking good there. The last obstacle we're up against is how did we get 3 exhausts? Oh, that was the crushed one. Oh, I brought this one from home. That's the one that was in the shed next to the sled, but it's got a mouse nest in it. So we're thinking that's still the better exhaust for this thing, but we need to get the mouse nest out. And I've heard of guys throwing these in the old, the wood stove or throwing it on the campfire for a little while. We don't exactly have a campfire going. But we do have some gas and a torch, so...
We sure do.
We've made a pulse jet. That's how you know Yamaha designed them well. Yeah, there's definitely nothing flowing through that, huh? Oh, actually. Just power. Raw horsepower. There's a bunch of chambering and stuff in there that we're going to be battling.
Hold on, I'm going to pick it up.
Yeah,
I'm going to
pick it up.
slosh it
Yeah,
around.
you hold it. I'll light it. Kumbaya, my lord. That'll good. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I think I see why people throw it in the wood pile with the coals. It helps just ember everything away. It's probably just burning smoke, or like oil. Let me smell it. Yeah, it just smells like two-stroke oil. I kind of think we just toss it on and see if it runs. The treasure bucket finally thawed.
So this came fresh from the Titanic.
Ooh, that's still a good headlight.
That's an Exciter headlight.
Never mind, maybe don't plug it in. It's completely full of water.
Yeah.
There's a fish in there. That's worth money right there. Definitely need this guy. He's missing one. The water helped keep it supple.
Good as new. So when that dries out, you think it's going to crack at all? Or?
No. Supple. Yamaha stew.
Yamaha stew.
Alright, let's get this sumbitch wrapped up. Down to skis and a hood, and Jared's working on the hood. Skis are on. Do a little silver paint. Just scraped it over the rust with a rag. Jared's got the heat gun. He's transforming our tank back into something good. Dude, that's coming out really well. Well, with that, I think we're good to bolt our hood back on. Got some stickers on there. You know, the classic Immortality patch, and I don't know if it's fixed, but it's different. Yeah, that's definitely applying to this build. Slap some screws in that and call that sumbitch good to go. Holy crap, look at that. That looks a lot different from when we first started. Especially for what very little effort we put forward. But it was well spent effort. Alright, well there's two done. It's dark out now. So in the morning we'll pull this out, go for a little test ride, and dig into the third Pantera. We'll see you then. Real quick, we're going to take a 60-second pause to talk about the sponsor of today's video. Today's video is brought to you by Raycon and their new unique bone conduction headphones. These right here are something I have been using a lot around home. They're a pretty interesting device, but I do like them and I love the concept. They actually sit right here in front of your ear and through vibration, transmit sound into your ear canal. You guys have no idea, but I'm actually listening to music right now. I can completely hear my surroundings as if absolutely nothing was in my ears. Recently, I've been using these around the yard for a lot of spring cleanup. They have an IP68 dustproof rating and a 13-hour battery life. With that, I'm not worried about hurting these things. They're very durable, and I can listen to podcasts and music or whatever I want while I'm working on a car or a piece of equipment or moving stuff around the yard, and all the while be able to hear what's going on, which is an awesome safety feature I like a lot. There's no better microphone than your ear itself, so if you want to listen to some music, yet still be able to hear everything in your surroundings, the bone conduction headphones are the way to go. And if you're not happy with them, Raycon has a 30-day happiness guarantee. The bone conduction headphones are perfect for refreshing your routine this spring. If you'd like to check out a pair for yourself, go to buyraycon.com/JYD BC for 20% off. Once again, that's buyraycon.com/JYDBC for 20% off. And thanks to Raycon for sponsoring today's video. All right, let's get back to it. It finally snowed. It's done it. It's actually done the thing. Got, I don't know, about 3-4 inches here, maybe more. Hard to say with where I'm standing. But either way, we've got enough to go riding. Ready to see if this thing's gonna rip?
I think we should.
Hell yeah. Did a couple little last minute things on here last night. Put some, hood latches and stuff on. Crucial details. So that guy should be good to go. We'll pop him out here and test. That one we've put fresh gas in, and we're going to disconnect. Well, on a Yamaha it'd be called a TORS, but it's a switch right here that is known to go bad and kill the ignition. It's meant to be there for detecting if your throttle's froze, and it shuts the sled off and doesn't let it run away into a tree, which is nice.
This one didn't have that feature.
Yeah, so clearly we don't need it. And this one also got some fresh gas this morning, and he's happy to go. So with that one good to go, and this good to go, let's throw some fresh gas in that guy, and disconnect our throttle kill that I mentioned, and see if he just starts magically working. If it doesn't, we gotta pull the carbs, not the end of the world, but I don't think it's going to take too much to get that guy up and running as well. And then we can go riding. One of the things this sled needed really bad were brakes that worked, so we went in and adjusted those. And in the meantime, I happened to look down and see our recoil rope. You can see where it's usually rubbing. It was about, as Tyler's described it, 3 pulls from going through that intercooler line for our coolant. So we had somebody chug a beer. And we're going to use that beer can as a shield and wrap it around that and keep that from going through. So if you have one of these, keep an eye out, because if it doesn't leak already, it's probably about to. This thing's got some miles on it, right? 4,800. Terrible. She's pretty clean for 4,800 miles. It is miles, not kilometers.
Made in America.
I can't wait to be disappointed by this American machine later as the 300 Enticer whoops its ass. Best investment ever for just that. Best investment. All right, we got some fresh gas in here. Got our beer can repair done. The last step here is to remove our throttle kill. We got to loop this corner down to this corner. So we're going to use those old tangs and get them all fixed up. A lot of these old sleds, and I mean almost all of them, have troubles with that kill switch, which is once again up here, and it just operates off that little bit of play. And some TPS sensors down here. If it detects one returns without the other, it'll kill the ignition, which is a good thing to have, but after years they quit working, and a lot of sleds have ignition issues with that. So if you got some weird spitting and popping or intermittent issues where it doesn't run right, but sometimes it will run just fine until you try it again next time, try deleting that on your sled. I bet you're gonna have a better time. All right, we'll get that sucker wired up, and then I think this thing is good to go. We got brakes, we got a little shield for our recoil rope, we got fresh gas. I think it's about time we suit up and see how these things do.
Did you bring your onesie?
Oh yeah. I also brought my snowmobile gear. All right, our wiring repair is in place. I think that's it. See if it runs still, I suppose. Oh yeah. Good to go. Well, call that 3 easily repaired sleds. These 2 are super simple. This guy was where most of our work landed, but hey, in the end, for honestly what little we had to do to this actually turned out to be a pretty decent looking Enticer. Anyway, ignore that.
It's not done yet.
Reminds me, we still have to find a headlight bulb. Yeah, that ain't bad at all. And now you can join us on the vintage sled rides up here in Chetek next year. That one, right there. So we roll these suckers out into the snow and see if they move around and go for some sledding. Let's go kick some ass. There's one. There's 2. Ooh, clutching don't sound great on that thing. Hey, that'll run good enough to get us around. We don't need to go much faster than that. Oh, yeah. I had really bad clutching issues. Okay, well, we might have to do some clutch work.
There may still be some work to be had on this one.
Yeah, that, I'm not gonna lie. I think the old clutch worked better.
I think this one's too worn out as well.
I think so.
Yeah, it's revving to the moon and
Yeah,
not
or
doing
sprung
anything.
weird, weighted weird. Push gyros a little high, eh?
Give it all. Bring it in now.
Got the idle turn way up and it's got a bad plug. That's just one cylinder. I don't think this one's doing shit. Throw new plugs at it.
Oh, we did get new plugs, didn't we?
Yeah, we did grab new plugs. It sounds like it's got the idle cranked up really high. And especially seeing how it's almost that coil bind.
Here's something to post on the old video. Folks, do not buy these screw top spark plugs. Solid units only.
Yeah, those suck. 250, 172. Yeah. We're about 80 degrees hotter on this cylinder on the outside.
Spitting a little bit.
Ooh, yeah, she just landed on the PTO side, huh?
I wonder if
Crank seals out of it.
Crank's fucked.
Hmm.
Let's try new plugs and see what that is.
Yeah. Couple new BR9s. Let's see what that does just in case there's something goofy going on with these guys. Yeah, like Tyler said, don't get these screw top ones. If you can get the ones with a solid top, that is the much better plug option. Could also be those metal boots right there.
Yeah, you were saying you had some issues with
I have had a lot of issues with those.
Man, I've never
mid
had.
RPM stutters and stuff. Wrap those in electrical tape, gone.
No kidding.
Although these are plastic. They're not rubber on the inside like the exciters are. Come on. That sounds a lot better. Little water seeping out of our coil right here.
The clutch looked pretty good when it was running there.
This coil's a little, well, he doesn't look terrible, but we definitely have no spark on this side. We could try swapping, see if it chases the plug.
Maybe we should have looked at this a little more.
Nah, I think really drinking instead was the right idea. The coil.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. So it's not the plugs. It's not the coil.
No.
That's starting to get into mechanical issues.
Right.
Interesting. Does it pick it up higher up?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, then we can ignore
We don't
it.
need idle.
No.
We just need wide open.
Yeah. Which we also don't have because of the clutch, but maybe...
Well, we had wide open. We just didn't have wide open pull on the belt.
we should also put a little grease on this secondary.
I spritzed some lube on there.
On the slides, you think?
Yeah, I spritzed some.
Oh, okay.
I soaked it.
Okay, then that should be fine. I'm going to turn the idle down a touch. That son of a bitch is cranked up. Yeah, still not great. Oh, a whole lot of bark, no bite.
We gotta take that clutch off.
Yep.
It's getting hung up and it's vibrating so damn bad.
I saw that. Yeah, it's shaking the hood when you fire it. Well, what do you think? Think we had some internal failure?
Yeah, I don't know. I was awfully
Yeah.
tired and hungry. Oh, I see the problem now. The bolt didn't go through the weight cover.
Oh yeah, there's no
The
hardware
bolt
in these.
this must have came off before
Oh, it's supposed to be held on with this one
with the
random
bolt.
one. So actually,
Well, let's try that.
Yeah, that might still work.
Yeah. You gotta
Alright.
put it on with the Milwaukee because
Oh,
the
yeah.
DeWalt would snap the bolt. That'll get some hate.
All right, let's see if that fixed it, or at least made it different. Oh, hang on, I know what we need. I know why this thing doesn't freaking work. No, we need this one.
Oh,
Hey, yeah,
more different.
certified different.
It is now certified.
Certified. It's
Certified
correctly different now.
That's what we're looking for. Yeah. At least enough of what we're looking for. It is deep snow, so she's gonna work hard. Good
I
enough?
think the clutch is tuned for like an Indy 500, and this has too much power. The weights are too
Oh,
light.
that makes sense, yeah. Good enough?
Well, you have to burp it until you feel it shift, and then it'll let you go. But
Let's brake clean our secondary clutch slides and put a dab of grease on them, because those things were pretty damn worn in. I think those plastic pucks on that clutch secondary have a ton of friction. Yeah, you can see how buried those pucks are into that. So, are you able to pop that open?
I sure can.
Yeah, there's a Oh, dude, that's hot garbage. Feel that?
Yeah.
That thing feels like a damn sidewalk. No wonder it's not wanting to shift.
Maybe
out.
we'll throw some wire brush on there.
That's a shame. Those aren't easy to get off like the Exciters.
Well, that roll pin will come right out, but we gotta
could
take
sneak
the air
some
box.
sandpaper in there as it is
Oh, yeah.
and just clean them up. All right, let's do that, and then we'll call this good. We're gonna take this piece of Scotch Brite, sneak in here, and clean those up where they're nice and smooth, and then actually we're gonna probably rinse everything down with a little brake clean because I see a bunch of shit on that shaft too.
Yeah, we just sprayed some PB blaster on it and called it good, but
Yeah, the appropriate way to do this would probably be new pucks and everything. But we're gonna do this and then put a little grease on here, and that should get us by for the day. I'll go get the brake clean and grease. There we go.
shaft.
Yeah, there's a bunch of shit in there. Look how much cleaner that is now. So now we take just a dab of grease. I mean a dab. That should be enough. And I put it right there on that angular part of the helix. And right there on that angular part of the helix. And a little on the pucks too, because why the hell not? And then on the third one. See what that does for you. Let's see how he likes this. Oh yeah, there we go. Clutches are super important to have working properly, which we still definitely don't, but it's good enough for what we're doing today. You can have the hottest motor in the world, but if it can't put the power to the ground, might as well not even put gas in the sled that morning. That'll do it. In theory, it should be a lot faster than that still, but we're running out of time. It's like 2 o'clock already. We want to go ride.
Still sticks, but
Yeah, they
you
might
just gotta
not
hold it at like half throttle till you
wait
feel
for
it
it to
pull the
shift
RPM
and then
down and
put the power down.
full send.
Good enough, right?
Good enough.
All right, let's go ride. Yeah, we didn't beat the snowplow. Boy, it sure is pretty though. Tell you what, the old ET is kind of running on like maybe 1.5. Pretty bad motor. But hey, she's still running. Well, somehow, incredibly, the Enticer made it here. I'm not gonna lie, this needs clutches and a whole new motor. This is like 1 1/3 of a cylinder.
We're down on power.
Yeah, she still does it though, for now. All right, well, let's stop and see some friends. Holy shit, hang on. Hang on. This is not what I was anticipating to walk in and see. What the hell have we been doing at Jared's house? We should have been hanging out here the whole time. Oh, kitty cat on display. Man cave with a fridge older than me. Hey, which one of these will you trade for an Enticer? Oh, look at a little farm-all cub. I gotta talk a lot. There's music. Holy skidoos. Ah, yep, this is a pretty good stop on the route. All right, time to go on to the next place. Enticer fired right off on all 1.5 cylinders.
We have 69% of an engine.
Yes. Give or take. The biggest problem because it died after I went through the deep snow and got stuck down there, and I tried to pull it back, and I folded the shit out of the handlebar. So there's basically no structural rigidity left to that. So that's going to be what stops us first. But until then, let's keep her going. Well, we haven't made it far. What happened?
Oh, it's just a spaghetti noodle for in there, so.
Oh, it's squeezed so thin down there now. That's fine. Boy, I was like, hey, look, a ditch. And then I was like, no, hey, look, a river. Glad we got out of there in time.
Yeah.
If only they had trails around here.
If only.
All right, onward on our adventure, looking for back roads, honestly. Battered and bruised, but it doesn't really care.
We're on hopes and dreams now of that not breaking.
Oh boy. I'm not admitting failure here. This is not a dead sled by any means. Well, we've had a beer about it, and we thought about it, and Jarrett needs to move snow and get that truck home. And the 300 has begun a compounding list of issues where, you know, it makes about 16 horse and slows the whole group down real bad. The handlebar is basically held on with absolutely nothing at this point. We have no headlight. Did not find an H4 at the last spot we stopped. And as you can maybe see, that stick right there is actually the carbide, which has spit out. So we're gonna load this in the back of the truck and send it home so we don't, you know, hurt this sled any worse than it needs to be. This can still be a great sled. Still freaking runs. It's going to drive into the truck. We're also going to be down a driver. So if we had to pick one to go home, since we don't have 3 drivers, it's this one. We'll take the 2 with headlights instead.
It kills me.
I know.
Pride is getting the best of me on this one.
That is perfectly a sign of a very low compression engine. Get the dynamic, get the piston speed up. Wait for it. Wait for the piston speed. And dynamic compression. It runs.
I think the cam we put in was too aggressive.
All right, ready for the sketchiest part of all?
Sure.
We are gonna try to make it across the lake for
Looks
supper.
untouched, so it should be good, right?
Yeah. At least no one else has gone out there and broken it up for us. All right, time to ride the cats. Wish us luck. All right. Oh, maybe we should take those with us. Flotation device. That white light's where we're headed. Right there. I'm not gonna lie and say there's a ton of ice, but should be okay, right? Oh yeah, we're good. Just a little thin up front. Let's do it. Hey, we lived. That was just fine. I think the locals hyped it up a little bit. That or we still really don't know how close we were to dying. I don't know. Tell you what, the 440 here, she's bogging down on one pretty good now and then, but it's doing it so it's not coming back to life, it's snapping back to life. I think it's a plug. I think we should throw a plug in that before we leave. But for now, let's go get supper. Doo-doo-doo. Oh shit. When did it start to suck out here?
Sleds look fast just sitting there, so got that going for us.
You can tell the aerodynamics if you were doing 40 in reverse. Not great aerodynamics in reverse. Okay, so it's windy. Holy shit. Next stop's about 6 miles that way. Do a little bit of lake, do a whole bunch of ditch preferably. Think the old cats will fire right up?
All right.
Well, I mean, they are Arctic cats. Ain't no Yamahas. Yeah, yours will. It's fuel injected.
Yeah.
You know my favorite part about these Arctic cats? They cast just the right colors.
Right.
All right, here goes nothing. There we go. I think I need a plug. Nah, we'll deal with that at the next spot. All right, onward. Okay, it's been, 30 seconds. We didn't take the lake. We decided, let's go get gas. That'd be smart. This thing is still got a bit of a dead doggy bog on the bottom.
The odometer isn't working. That's got to be it.
If I had to guess personally, I'd say I think it needs new plugs, which I think we brought. So let's throw some gas in these, plugs in this one, and see what happens. All right, 91's going in. Tyler's got the pliers out. Plugs are coming out.
Don't these take diesel?
Yeah,
Weight rating of these.
they run like it.
Gotta take diesel.
It'd be better.
Those are wet.
They're kind of angry though.
Yeah.
Let's throw them in and see if it's better. They're free.
It can't be worse.
Boy, that wind chill. That wind chill's cold. Thank God we got hand warmers. Yeah, they'll seem a little happier. All right, onward. Holy shit. And they said it, well, no one said it couldn't be done. They said it shouldn't be done. Boy, I don't know how yours is, but mine is just trying its hardest to travel forward.
Yeah.
We got to be doing like, what, 25? I do know that I'm doing 7 grand moving around. She does about 8 wide open.
Long pulls on that thing, boy, it really starts to lose power.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's go have a beer about it. Yep, another stop complete. Time to start heading home. Long ways home, but hey, you'll have them. We're here. We got to go here. They don't call it 10 Mile for nothing. My guess is kind of one of these. All right, I think that's a good spot to wrap it up for the night. It's like 10. Up on the old Arctic cats and let them eat. This is where our vintage ride usually comes to, is the Wolf's Den up here. I think that's technically Cameron. There's a town right there. And they don't call this the 10 Mile Lake for no particular reason, besides the fact that it's 10 goddamn miles back to where we started.
Yeah, the lake was a lot smoother. I say we take the lake.
And you know what else? I think the storms are done. Only really wound up with about 8-10 inches. The NWS kind of overshot that one, but it is a lot of thick snow, so these are gonna be working. You definitely tell when you're riding them, but yeah, they'll make it. Southbound.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah. Allow me to cast my rainbow upon the Arctic cats. Boy, usually that's running by now.
You might be riding 2 up.
Oh yeah, no shit. Oh yeah, she's flooded hard.
Definitely flooded. Shoot.
All right, let the Rainbow Warriors commence. Let me get my rainbow off. Yeah, there. Yes. So many jokes that we don't have to make. Away we go. Got more power. That's for sure. Wow, this looks way better. All right, 9 miles home. Well, I'd call that a successful weekend of snowmobiling.
Sure is.
Man, that was fun. I've never done a lot of miles on 2-up sleds before. They were interesting to say the least. Convenient for if your buddy breaks down or you want to take someone with you. But boy, that guy on the back of the seat's got a lot of core ab workout, leaning and everything. But hey, for $750 to pull 3 sleds together and slap them together in a day and then go ride probably 25, 30 miles, not bad.
Good enough.
Yeah, one last snowmobile video for the year. With that, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more snowmobile content like this, we've got a bunch on the channel. There's a whole playlist based on sled videos. You can go check them out there. With that, I think that's the last time we're going to touch a sled until next fall. So until then, we'll see you then. Keep your stick on the ice. There, well, keep your sleds above the ice. Don't ask where the third one went. Well, fuck. Fun fact, don't drive right there. Hey, it's open here.
Yeah.
You want to buy an Arctic Cat?
No.
Fuck. Damn it. I picked the one thinnest spot. Well, shit. We're going to have to get that tomorrow. Thank God we are on 2-up sleds. All right. I'll be right up there. Onward.